I call upon the spirit of the owl, messenger of wisdom. Welcome to the Temple of the Owl. Merry meet, seekers of knowledge, for I am Matzow, your guide through the mystical realms. I wish your day be enchanted and blessed. In this episode, we will discuss spirit animals, how to find them, and how to incorporate your magic with them to live a magical life. Here within the heart of the Temple of the Owl, hidden deep in the mystical forests of Northern California. Here, amidst the whispers of ancient trees, we embark on a journey through the realms of magic and spirituality. As we traverse these enchanted paths, know that our perspective is that of the modern witch. As always, the musings shared within these hollowed walls are but seeds of thought, offerings to inspire the magic that dwells within you. Witchcraft, you see, is a personal odyssey, a sacred dance between the practitioner and the unseen forces that shape our reality. I want to say thank you for those that are listening to the Temple of the Owl, listening on Spotify and on YouTube, and a special thank you to those listening on KUAP Digital Broadcasting. It's the Troubled Minds Radio Network. And I want to say thank you to you guys, and also to visit troubledminds.org. And I'm inviting you to join in the conversations on that show where we talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. And check out Troubled Minds /friends and follow all my amazing friends that are helping make these shows on this radio station. So I want to say thank you for that. And follow Rohan of the Exiled Minds podcast. And just thank you for Mike and Rohan for helping me produce these shows. As the cauldron of wisdom bubbles, let us stir the brew with the MOD, or the message of the day. It's an incantation to set the tone for our mystical discourse. And today we're talking about spirit animals. So today's quote is, "Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened." And that's a quote I found by Anatole France. And I feel that because I can feel a deep connection to the animal kingdom. And we call these kinds of people empaths. And I know a lot of empaths that have connections to animals. And we all have this certain appreciation for animals. But let's discuss why spirit animals are important to me and my friends, and also why is it important to witchcraft? Well, spirit animals, also known as power animals or animal guides, are significant symbols in various spiritual and shamanic traditions. The concept revolves around the belief that each person has a spiritual connection to certain animals which serve as guides and messengers. In the mystical realms of witchcraft, spirit animals emerge as companions along the winding paths of our magical journeys. These ethereal beings, also known as familiars or guides, are revered as messengers from the natural world. As practitioners of the craft, we weave the threads of our destinies with wisdom, protection, and energies these spirit animals bring. Discovering one's spirit animal is a sacred dance, often unveiled through the whispers of the winds or the cauldron of dreams. In the enchanted forest of symbolism, each animal is a potent symbol, offering lessons, strengths, and guidance tailored to our unique magical selves. Picture the owl, silent guardian of ancient knowledge, soaring through the veil of mysteries. The wolf, embodiment of intuition and pack energy, it prowls the sacred landscapes of our consciousness. And the hawk, with keen vision, beckons us to see beyond the mundane and into the realms of insight. In our rites and rituals, we invoke the essence of these spirit animals, integrating their energies into spells, meditations, and sacred circles. The spirits of the animals and the practitioners intertwine, forming a dance of reciprocity and mutual respect. So as we venture into the cauldron of the spirit animal wisdom, let us honor the interconnected web of life, where the energies of the animal kingdom align with our magical pursuits. May the spirits of the animals guide our steps on the winding paths of witchcraft, enriching our craft with the primal energies of the natural world. Spirit animals are believed to offer guidance, protection, and wisdom to individuals. They are seen as symbolic representations of qualities, traits, or lessons that can be learned from the animal kingdom. Now, as you guys know, my spirit animal is the owl, and I'll tell you the story. I've always lived around these owls. They live in this palm tree by my house. And the story of Matt's owl goes like this. Every night when the sun goes down and the birds come in rows, first the crows from the west, then the bats from downtown, and then as it gets darker, but not a certain time of day, it's where the sun is in the sky, something magical happens. The owls go out to hunt. There are about 10 to 15 of them, and they fly right over my house. One day, I had a few friends over, and they saw the owls and pointed them out. Now, 1 year later, the same thing happened again. My friends pointed out the owls. And another year passed, and the same thing happened again. Now, I know that they were not the same owls, because I had watched the baby owls learn how to fly, and I know that it was the next generation of the owls from the year before. Now, my friends called it my owl, and like the generations of the owl. And so my name is Matt, so I took the name Matt's Owl. And I started looking it up. I looked it up and found that the Egyptian goddess Ma'at had an owl as a spirit animal. And ever since then, my magical name became Matt's Owl. And I always see owls as guardians of wisdom and knowledge. And whenever I see or hear one, I feel connected to magic on a different level. Now, many people discover their spirit animals through meditation, dreams, visions, or by observing reoccurring encounters with a specific animal in the physical world. Now, I found out that when I see the animal in groups of 3, so if you see any animal in groups of 3, that means the animal is trying to get your attention. So look for the animal 3 times, even if you're not around the animal. Say you live in the desert, but you keep hearing the word lobster. Like a person says it, then you read a book, and then you see a picture of it somewhere. It could be something, it could be lobster energy trying to communicate with you. It could be something like, I've heard things like this where, you meet a person with a dragonfly tattoo, and you're talking about in chatter with some friends about how much you don't like your job. And the person with the dragonfly tattoo asks you, what do you do? And they say, oh, my job is looking for someone with that skill. So you give her your info in hopes of a lead. And the next day, you see a dragonfly, and then your phone rings. It's the interviewer for the job. You go to the interview, and the HR person that's hiring has a dragonfly poster in their office. You have a great interview and land the job. The dragonfly was the conduit for making you follow the synchronicity to get the perfect job. Now notice that you didn't see the dragonfly each time. It was just a representation of it, a word, the picture, a poster, a tattoo. And symbols also can do the same thing for these spirit animals. Different animals carry various symbolic meanings across cultures. For example, the owl is often associated with wisdom, the wolf with intuition and teamwork, and the hawk with vision and insight. There are many different books and websites that can help you find the meanings of the animal if you are attached, or keep seeing the animals in 3. Some cultures use totem animals, a specific set of animals representing a family, a clan, or a tribe. Everyone within the group may have a personal connection to a peculiar totem animal. In shamanic traditions, practitioners believe it is the presence of animal spirit guides who assist us in spiritual journeys, providing insights, protection, and healing. The connection between an individual and their spirit animal is highly personal. It is believed that the animal's energy resonates with the person's own strengths, challenges, or current life situations. Some individuals connect with more than one spirit animal at different times in their lives. Each animal may offer guidance in specific areas or during life phases. Every animal has a message for us, but you want to find the one that connects to you. If you don't have the connection, you may have to go out into nature and meet your spirit animal. Although I have an affinity for many different animals, I don't just have the owl totem. I'm surrounded by cats at my house. That doesn't mean cat is my main spirit animal, but I could take certain traits of the cat and learn many different lessons about life simply by observing cats. I learned about why cats are usually witches' familiars, because they don't sleep like we think they do. They are between both worlds and protect us in the spirit realm as well as the physical. Scientific studies show that cat's purr can heal and alter the human aura. If you study the animal and find the connections simply by interpreting the messages from spirit animals, involves paying attention to their behavior, characteristics, and the circumstances of their appearance, like when they came into your life and why. Everyone can have multiple spirit animal guides. Communication can occur through dreams, visions, or a deep sense of connection. Try keeping a journal of the animals you meet and start making an encyclopedia of animals for yourself. Another way to connect with your spirit guide, animal guide, is through meditation. In witchcraft, the pagan traditions, spirit animals can play a role in rituals, spells, and meditation. They may be invoked for guidance or to harness the unique qualities associated with each animal. Working with spirit animals involves a sense of respect and reverence for the natural world. It emphasizes interconnectedness of all living beings. Different cultures have diverse introspections of different animals. For instance, Native American, Celtic, and African spiritual traditions each have their own perspectives on animal symbolism. Now, I believe that animals are keepers of wisdom, and they live in harmony with the world. Like, they move throughout the world, and life and death, and everything is provided for them. The animal has something to teach us. When we shift our consciousness to embody the animal, we can learn its lessons. By seeing the animal, we remember and do an energy transfer. This is what we call animal spirit medicines. And this is reminds me of when you see Native American Indians dancing and becoming an eagle, flapping their wings like an eagle, or dressing up like a hawk or like a bear and acting like a bear. These kinds of traditions, these dances, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get the energy of the animal. There's other ways that the animal can communicate in synchrostic meetings. Another way to connect with spirit animals is the archetypes and correspondences of the gods. For example, Odin, the Allfather. In Norse mythology, he had two ravens, Hunin and Munin. They represent thought and memory. They could travel the seen and the unseen realms and bring information back to Odin. And that's how he kind of knew everything. He also had two wolves, Gary and Freki. They symbolize loyalty, courage, and wisdom. In Greek mythology, a little owl, or traditionally, it represents and accompanies Athena, the virgin goddess of wisdom, or Minerva, her syncretic incantation in the Roman mythology. Because of such association, the bird, often referred to as the owl of Athena or the owl of Minerva, has been used as a symbol of knowledge and wisdom throughout the Western world. And another thing that you can connect with spirit animals is you might find you have a mystical animal, or what we call a mythical creature. And these creatures could include creatures that may or may not even be real, but they could include dragons, mermaids, unicorns, phoenixes, and the hippogriffs. And these are kind of fantasy, but I believe maybe these creatures do exist on a different realm, and that there might be a way that we could tap into them and maybe find out their magics. And that's one of the ways of connecting with the mystical animals. Just having fun with it and learning about different animals and finding the one that calls out to you. And I hope that you guys could find a way to communicate with your spirit animal, to find it. Like I said, go out into nature, go for a walk, or just look for the animal around your house if you have pictures of it, or if you're just drawn to the specific animal. Try to find out why, and try to find out the medicine that this animal can help you in your life. And I hope that all this information helps you along your journey of your life. And I hope that it just to help you live a more spiritual life. And that's all this really is just information, trying to help people out. And I like talking about these spirit animals because they do have some sort of connection I could see with, like, everybody loves some animal, somehow. So I could see that connection, that everybody has one. And it's exciting to learn about your animal, your spirit animal, and find it. And so I just hope that helps you along this journey. Anyways, that's all for today. I'm Matt Sal, here at the Temple of the Owl, signing off. And thank you for listening on KUAP Digital Broadcasting. That's the Troubled Minds Radio Network. Thank you. Blessed be.
Centuries.